Hi, I'm Michael Gelb. I'm the director of the Gelb Center here in New York City, and I'd like to talk to you today about a topic called Airway Centric. Airway Centric is a trademark and a brand name that we've developed to talk about education and a new way of thinking about dentistry as well as devices. Airway Centric is about brain development. About 25% of kids are born, preemies particularly, are born as mouth breathers. And we've looked at the work of Karen Bonuck, who looked at kids at 6 months, 18 months, and 30 months of age. And at that time, she identified mouth breathers, snorers, and kids that had sleep apnea. There was a huge percentage, a huge increase in the amount of inattentiveness, anxiety, depression, really executive function issues at these kids at age 4 and 7. So we know that the breathing affects the airway and affects the sleep and the development of the prefrontal cortex. The prefrontal cortex is that part of the brain that governs executive function skills. So it's very important even in the first year of life, and that's breastfeeding. Even in utero, it's important for the mother to be getting enough oxygen. But certainly at birth with frenectomies and the ability of the child to breastfeed and the ability of the child to be able to breathe through their nose. So we look at Airway Centric from birth, and then we look at the function of people in their 20s, 30s, and 40s, people are fatigued, and then we go to the prevention of dementia. So what starts off with the brain is the prefrontal cortex. We then look in adults at the prefrontal cortex and the hippocampus, and we see either reduction in gray matter, we see issues with the blood-brain barrier, we see the glymphatic system, all having to do with sleep. And so we believe that we can not only prevent snoring and sleep apnea and prevent kids from being on medication from ADD, we believe that we can prevent and delay dementia. Because the ability to get oxygen and prevent intermittent oxygen up and down hypoxia, and the ability to give someone a better night's sleep and improve and disturb sleep, which is called sleep fragmentation, improves not only the volume of the brain, the gray matter, prevents the blood-brain barrier from getting porous, and also improves the ability of toxins to be removed from the brain at night, according to the glymphatics. So what we've been able to do is develop this airway-centric educational paradigm. It goes from birth basically until the elderly. So that's really a brief introduction to airway-centric.